Today we're reacting to GloRilla's plastic surgery is causing this problem. And boy, the internet is not going for this one. The internet is acting like GloRilla had traded her whole face in at the pawn shop, bruh. Folks acting like she got a whole DLC installed. But we finna see what's going on without being weird, bro. We got to. And you already know, I'm always gonna keep it real. Let's lock in.
Every time I walk out the door, every time I go in the door, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Well,
I don't
just
care.
like I'm gonna do you.
But today,
Don't look bad.
GloRilla looks more like this. Now she got an NBA boyfriend, Brandon Ingram, and all is well. But now people are investigating. Like, why does GloRilla look so different? It all started when GloRilla had this particular rhinoplasty surgery a few months ago. And
y'all, we could tell that she got a nose job. And she came out and said, Andy, baby, we already knew. You didn't have to tell us. And it's, when I tell y'all the nose is so ugly, it is, y'all, it's like this.
woo! I mean, damn, you can't please everybody.
Nah, you really can't, bro. People gonna find something to hate on regardless.
But hold on. Again, some people think that she looks completely fine.
That though, it's a little too much though. You changed your appearance way too much though.
Paying attention, this picture of GloRilla has been going viral on the internet because she looks completely unrecognizable. People are comparing this photo right here to this early picture of GloRilla, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks like two completely different people. This just goes to show you that you were never chopped, you were just broke. We see this all the time with celebrities because they get work done all the damn time. Somebody has said, I think it's either multiple layers of filler / Botox. This is the point where the enhancements should stop, but they always keep going and become unrecognizable.
Now I want to deal with this.
Ladies, look. Please, just learn to love yourself. Please learn to love yourself, because you got to think, when you take plastic surgery, when you do all that to your body, you look good then, but you got to think about yourself in the future, bro. You got to think about yourself in the future, man. Go look at all those celebrities that took that Botox, that did all that shit to their face. They don't look right. And please, man, putting all that shit in your ass too, man, your shit gonna blow up and your booty gonna be out here looking like SpongeBob, bro. I'm not lying to you.
Recognizable part, because GloRilla has, in my honest opinion, a majority female audience. I would assume a black female audience.
Yeah.
And of course she was already lighter skinned, and now she has, you know, some work done. But
now, hold on, wait. As a man, she do got some hard songs though. I ain't gonna lie. She do got some hard songs though.
The question is, who is she trying to look good for? I mean, she already has Brandon Ingram. You know, she has a large female audience. So what is the pressure of, you know, this surgery? Because right now she looks, I would say, really updated and completely different than before. And that's for right now, while she is still young. But again, the person said that, hey, she could become unrecognizable. And we've already seen somebody have such an experience.
Now,
Kim.
I do not think that Vivica Fox is an ugly woman. However, this looks normal. Besides all the Botox, and they put too much Botox in the forehead, so it's spreading the forehead, because what it does is stretches your skin out when you do Botox, and when it dissolves, your skin gets thick. It's kind of like losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight, and the skin starts sagging, so they put more Botox in, so the face gets bigger and bigger.
Even though Vivica A. Fox didn't get a rhinoplasty surgery, to my knowledge, she did get some things done. One was a Botox injection, and then we also saw the BBL. Now, Vivica A. Fox has always been very, very beautiful. But then something happened with the Botox.
She looks like a normal 50-plus-year-old black woman. The BBL's a little off.
Oh my god.
It don't match the legs, but
Booty looking like SpongeBob booty, bro. I'm telling y'all gotta think about this.
pause. Who is that? Who the is that?
Vivica A. Fox was so ashamed of what she looked like, she actually went to AI to change her appearance.
Damn.
And it got so bad that people started making fun of Vivica A. Fox.
What going on?
My god.
What going on, Vivica? What is this?
And she still look better than Little Kim, though. I ain't gonna lie. She still look better than Little Kim. I don't believe there's no plastic surgery worse than hers.
They say you looking like Tyler Perry out there, bit.
Oh, man.
Now, this is what I want to talk about because obviously GloRilla has this particular change in this dramatic new appearance, but let's look at what we are telling women in the industry or black women. Ultimately, you're telling these women that in order for you to look beautiful, regardless or if you're light skinned or dark skinned, you must undergo significant facial features. We have seen this with a bunch of artists. Meg Thee Stallion, we've seen it with Nicki Minaj, we've seen it with Cardi B, and now we're seeing it with GloRilla. Now, at first, it would be a colorism argument, but we've seen that all of these four women, different skin tones, are from different parts of the black diaspora, and they're changing their jawline. They have adjustments to their eye areas.
Try to look more European. I think the industry is telling them to do that. Because I ain't gonna lie, GloRilla, she look good. She even looked good before the plastic surgery. I mean, I don't see why even do that, but I think there's a pressure coming from the music industry, or maybe it's coming from childhood. Maybe people made fun of her nose, or something, anything could be triggering that idea to go ahead and get plastic surgery. But like I said, she looked good. She looked good to me.
You have nose jobs or BBLs. All of these women are transforming their looks.
Yeah.
Of course, this happens with non-blacks.
It's an agenda. Yeah, it's an agenda. Yep.
Also, but in the black community, this is what we're telling women.
Yeah.
That if you want to be accepted, what you look like now is not enough.
You got to look more European. Like I said, the blonde hair, the narrow nose, all of that, the lightening of the skin, the closer to whiteness, the more beautiful you are. And that is the standard of the music industry. Even Hollywood, bro, they want black people. They think of black people as being ugly. I don't understand why Europeans think that, because let's be technical. We are truly the superior ones. I mean, melanin. I mean, come on now. Our nose, our hair, everything about our genetic makeup makes us superior. And I don't care how you feel about that. It is the absolute truth. Fight me in the comments. I don't care.
Then, of course, you pay this severe price because as you get older and you have to keep getting these Botox injections, it's the same thing has happened also with Lala Anthony, other people. Your face almost seems, or it could become, like disfigured, And then, but you know what the worst part of that is, gentlemen? Black men get blamed for their choices. Now, again, I want to talk about the changes that women do, especially cosmetically, but that can be correlated to black women's hair.
Why do black men always resort to attacking black women's hair in an argument? People arguing.
I don't give a damn what the fuck an immigrant gotta say about the black community. I'm just being real with you. How about you shut the fuck up and mind your business? Okay? I got a huge issue with immigrants, Africans, Pacific Islanders, all you motherfuckers, all you mofos. I wish y'all mind y'all damn immigrant ass business, your bush meat ass business, your cave meat eating ass business, and stop worrying about what the fuck we do in our community. Like, real talk, I'm so tired of y'all, bro.
Life is a normal,
especially on TikTok. I'm so tired of y'all.
Thing. On social media, why are they so quick to attack a black woman's hair by saying, "Oh, where's your real hair?"
They use us for
you're
clicks
wearing
and baits,
a wig
bro.
or frontal installation, whatever. You would think out of anyone, they would understand it the most because they grew up with mums or maybe sisters as well. But no, anytime they're on the back foot, it's straight to the hair. They're dissing their own women's hair.
Now this guy is saying something that largely I've seen before. When black women make the decision to change their hair tone, you know, black men come back and they criticize it. And then these black men are called misogynist. You know, you don't really appreciate what a black woman looks like. But at the same time, these hairstyles are not really to please black men at all.
True.
It's more or less an insecurity issue. And this is what happens.
I disagree with that. I say it's more to basically, how you say, impress the other women. It's other women competing with other women. And what's the saying they always say? They always trying to be the next baddest bitch. Excuse my language, but yeah, I mean, I have a whole wife. I got sisters. They say these things. I seen these things. Like, come on, man. I don't think it's to impress men. I think when they get a fat ass and get the ass injections and stuff like that, maybe, yeah, that. But as far as nails, eyebrows, hair, I really don't believe it's to impress women. I mean, impress men, because I love natural hair. My wife, she always, you know what I'm saying, go get her hair done, get different things done to it. If it was all about what I like, she would have stick to what I like. But that shows me she does it because of how she feels about herself, and she does it to impress other women. That's just the logical conclusion that I come down to. Now, you might have a different perspective. You might be dealing with baldness, or you might have something going on with your scalp or something, but maybe you just love wearing different colors in your hair. Who knows? I don't know, but that's just my perspective. Okay.
Happens also when you look at, you know, the Nicki Minaj types, you look at the BBLs, you look at the GloRilla's. When you see these cosmetic changes, instead of them saying that they have, you know, insecurity about what they look like in the
She don't
industry,
look bad though.
ultimately it will come back or be tied back to a black male preference. And you'll hear the same thing, you know, with Vivica A. Fox. Although when you look at her, at first she was exceptionally gorgeous. Even 4 to 5 years ago, in her older age, she aged gracefully. But what Vivica A. Fox did, she went and got a BBL, which in my opinion didn't serve her purposes at all. And then now the Botox injections are making her face swollen. And so then again, when you hear some of the reasons for why these women are doing this, they're going to come back and say the same reason as to why they get the weave. But the reality is this.
I made a post about how black women are upholding this whole texturism thing in the black community, how we're the only ones complaining about certain textures. We're the only ones complaining about, you know, not being able to manage our hair. Why are black women commenting talking about, oh, it's black men fault? What the fuck do black men got to do with the fact that you don't like your hair? Mind you, as a black woman, I have never met a black man who did not like natural hair. But for those of you who have, I offer, what the kind of do y'all even?
Hell, I love it when a woman be going the Amber Rose style, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it all, but I'm not with the European horsehair, bro. I'm not gonna lie with you, but hey, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I'm not gonna discriminate.
Be around.
And I'm using the natural hair argument because this is the same argument that I want to use when it comes to women and their enhancements. And I know obviously not every woman will do what GloRilla is doing.
I think it's because of other women like making fun of each other. Like I said, it'd be so many women calling each other bald headed and stuff like that. But men do it too. But like I said, I heard it from women more because man, I'm in the South, bro. I'm in the South. You already know how it is down here in the South, for real.
But some may see her and feel that she looks beautiful, and this is a goal for them. The reality is that a black male partner is not gonna choose you because you have a BBL. He's not gonna choose you because you're doing what GloRilla's doing. You have a rhinoplasty and all of that. The reality is for women who participate in these cosmetic surgeries, I've never really seen it enhance their ability to get a man. I mean, let's look at Cardi B. She's gotten all of these things.
Yeah.
And what has it gotten Cardi B? To be a side chick of Stephon Diggs.
Woo!
In the case of Nicki Minaj, I mean, she has Kenneth Petty, the jailbird.
Woo!
In GloRilla, I mean, she's still writing out her chapter. So we don't know what she will become. But the reality is that working on all of these things, which is your outer appearance, it shows that these women are more concerned about this instead of working on what most people care about, which is who you are as a person.
Yeah.
When you listen to what got Cardi B popular in the first place was not her BBL. It wasn't her surgery. It was people listen to her talk on Instagram. She was funny. She could connect with people.
To me, it was her voice. It was her voice. It ain't had shit to do with what she looked like.
When you go to her Twitter spaces, that's what you hear now. Same thing with Nicki Minaj. That's what you hear now. People love them because of them. The same thing with GloRilla. She is relatable. And also in the dating market, if you're a woman, it's great to be attractive, but nothing was wrong with GloRilla in the first place. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because so many black men are talked down upon because you don't like black women in their own original format. And when black men talk about weave or these BBLs or these rhinoplasty surgeries in which they always talk about they don't like and women get them anyway. And when these situations are put up on black men, there's no real accountability for why some of these sisters go for this, or at least create the pressure that their own female artists.
It's just a blame game and just compete the cycle. That's all it does. It's just repeating the cycle and just keep blaming a person. Repeat, blame, repeat, blame, repeat. As soon as they bring up your failures or whatever, or critique the way how you look or critique your behavior, all of a sudden it's a flip the script. I'm gonna blame you, then I'm gonna go back to doing the shit I was doing at first. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like a distraction in a sense.
Just feel the need to do this because Meg Thee Stallion is not doing that to impress some man. I don't think that she's doing it to impress men. But again, these are your women who are going to be the so-called, I don't know if you would call them role models for the next young ladies, but this is going to be the new standard of beauty. On the flip side, a lot of these black men are going to continue to date, out, all right? And when they date out, they're going to date somebody who naturally looks like what these women are trying to become.
Woo!
No, not me. You just got to find the right one in your own race. I mean, you date who you date, but I'm just being real. I'm pro-black. I'm always for my people, and I'm not going to go outside of my people. So, yeah, I'm not a sellout. If you a nigga and you a sellout, then that's you, bro.
And that's going to be the
that's
scary
you,
part.
My nigga.
Why would some man date a woman who is going to be so genetically altered when you can go out and get a woman who is not genetically altered? And we're not trying to say that all women will go through these processes. But again, you are seeing women risk their lives going through processes when the real process is just be a great woman. The real process is just be as beautiful as you can. The real process is just, hey, take care of yourself, go to the gym, and the man that will like you for you, he will like you for you as long as you put yourself out there, okay? Nobody's going to give you more or less business because you have BBL. No guy is going to like you less or more because you have BBL. Because you have a rhinoplasty surgery, you're not going to get more or less friends. People are going to be drawn to you because you are drawing them to you the old-fashioned way. And
look, what gets a man is personality and attitude. The correct attitude and personality, I swear to God, y'all gonna have the best time ever. It don't matter if you ain't got no ass. It don't matter if you ain't got no titties. It don't matter if you ain't got no hair. If she got a wonderful personality and she's down to earth, she's not all, know what I'm saying, obsessed with what the man's action is, and know what I'm saying, just fun to be around. That's the type of woman that a man wants. Seriously, that's what I got. That's what most men want, and women, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be real. Flamboyant men is the ones that's in this type of behavior and stuff like that. Me, I'm more of a person that's into your character, your actions. Your appearance is a plus, but if your character and your actions is outdoing your appearance, I don't give a damn. We could work on your appearance later on. We need to be locked in. That's just how I feel about it.
It's a saying that is so important. The more things change, the more they remain the same. And AI is here. There's so much going on in the world. But what we forget about as humans is that the greatest thing that we still have is human connection.
Right.
And to make people feel valued, loved, cared about, adored, that's something that a BBL can't do. It's something that a rhinoplasty can't do. And it's even something that money can't solve. And when people focus on those things, it really kills all of this other stuff, because you know what happens at the end of the day? All this stuff backfires. The Botox backfires. The BBLs backfire. These rhinoplasty surgery backfires. And then these women keep going underneath a knife and going underneath a knife. You know, they end up looking like Lil' Kim. And it's just crazy how bad it can get.
Told you, Lil' Kim, bro. My God, the worst plastic surgery in history, bro.
All that you want to look like. Number one, love yourself and the skin that you're in, and provide value to the world that had nothing to do about what you look like. And everything else will fall into place. Again, there's going to be people who don't like what you look like, or who think you're ugly, or who are going to think you're fat.
Yeah.
But guess what?
You're always going to be ugly to somebody. I know I'm ugly. I know I'm chopped to a lot of people. But like I said, I'm married. I'm not here to impress the next person. That's just me, bro. But if I'm chopped to you, then I'm chopped. I love being chopped.
Get all of that stuff going on. Rhinoplasties, the BBLs. And guess what? People can still think that you're ugly, right? And they can still think you're unattractive. It's not going to change anything. GloRilla is not, I repeat, not going to lose a fan base because girls think that her nose is too big or too small.
Really not.
She's not going to lose a fan base because her butt is too small, or her butt is not big enough, or it's not wobbly enough.
She still look good.
Why does that have to be the case?
Yeah.
So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Dude Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk.
Brother O'Shea spoke the truth in this video, and man, I agree with 90% of the information that he said in this video. No woman, you don't have to get no BBL. You don't have to get anything done on your body. You can work on that naturally. Work on the inner, not the outer. You work on the outer, that shows you that you are really a selfish person. I'm not gonna lie. When they focus on the outer appearance, it's more of a selfish person, a narcissistic person. If you work on the inner being, then work on your body naturally, that shows you your growth, that shows you your worth. Man, I'm telling you, don't fall for what the industry is pushing. Because remember, they gotta push an image for what they handlers is telling them to do. I'm Nova Saint. I'll see you in the next video.